Hi guys. So I'm gonna do a really quick get ready with me today, just because I feel like it, and because my son is preoccupied with his dad right now in the other room playing with his toys. So we're getting ready to go to Costco, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some interesting information that has come my way in the last like 12 hours. So we're members at Costco, and sorry, I'll try to look at you guys. So we're members at Costco, and we have been since, I don't know, February, March, something like that. We were previous members of Sam's Club, and typically, because we're only a family of three, and we don't have a very large house. We do not have like a big, pantry. So typically, unless it's like some kind of like specific snack for like my son, we don't buy food there. We just buy like other items. Like we'll buy like, like toilet paper, paper towel, stuff like that, paper plates, that, non-perishable items that, you know, don't really matter. And that's about it. Or like I'll buy like clothes for my son there, and things like that, like they have like Carter's, like pajamas and like play clothes, things like that. It's what I typically get him. Or like books, and like their Blu-rays are usually pretty good deals. Um, so that's typically the kind of things that we purchase there, and we don't really purchase anything else. Well, I finally decided last night, because I was looking for a specific pair of pajamas for my son online, so I went ahead and registered our account. Well, so I was on the Costco website just browsing around, and of course, me being me, I go straight to like the beauty section, and I don't expect to see anything, you know, fabulous and wonderful and anything that I'm going to be interested in actually buying. Mama was wrong. Mama was really, really, really wrong. I mean, there wasn't like a ton. It's not like, like it's Sephora or something, but they did have some Marc Jacobs, like his highlighting and contour, um, palette. It's really like compact. Um, they had some Bobbi Brown. They had mostly like Bobbi Brown skincare, but they did have some Bobbi Brown makeup. I saw Clarins, which that was mostly skincare. I mean, well, yeah, that was all skincare. Let me see, who else did they have? I don't know. But the thing that had me like so freaking hyped, and excuse my language, this is exactly, I'm telling you verbatim, what I said to my husband when I walked in the door, because I had gone outside to call my mother. Um, but when I came inside and I had been looking more on the Costco website, I said, "Oh my God, honey, I am going to come in my pants." And he just gave me like the weirdest look, because I mean, that's really not something that I would normally typically say to my husband. But I got so freaking excited because they have Tatcha products at Costco.com. Like specifically two of them. Hopefully, I'm going to do some more looking around and see if they have even more, because if they did, holy, whew, whew. See, look, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. But no, they had the Tatcha Luminous. I'm trying to think of the whole name, but it's her serum, and it retails for $100 at Sephora. $100. And I used to use it religiously. Probably went through. I mean, they haven't carried Tatcha very long, but I would say probably like 3 to 4 bottles of it. It's very, very moisturizing, very, very expensive. I really, really loved it. I stopped using it because my husband, as I may have said in a previous video, my husband used to have a 6-figure-year job. We were very, very comfortable, to say the least. We were very, very comfortable financially. However, there was a big buyout, and things happen in business, and he has a good job now. However, he makes half of what he used to make. I mean, he has like the opportunity and the potential to get back to that pay. It's just going to take him a little bit longer, So that's just kind of where life is for us right now. Why does that look so weird? I'm sorry. You guys can't see it, hopefully. It's like right here. It's like, But anyway, so I'm going to finish blending this out with a brush because that was taking forever and starting to annoy me. So I've had to throttle back, and while, yes, I still use fairly expensive skincare items, like I don't use anything from the drugstore, and I don't plan on ever using anything from the drugstore either, in that regard for my skin. But, look, I'm all flustered just thinking about it because I was like that excited about it. But, so, okay, at Costco, see, I'm so flustered because I'm so freaking excited about it. Like, I'm about to go to Costco right now, no joke. That's what I'm getting ready for. So yeah, they had the Tatcha, I don't know its full extended name, but it's like in a, like a lavender bottle, and it's her, luminous serum, and I loved it. Oh my god, I loved it so freaking much. And I have definitely missed it in my skincare regimen. So it's $100 at Sephora. At Costco, it's $57.99. What? For real? If you think about the tax included and all that, I mean, it's pretty much like $40 less than Sephora. But still, I mean, that's a big chunk of change. And the other thing that I saw was her luminous... It's one I've never tried, but wanted to try, but again, it was $100, and, I just can't really afford that right now. Or, I can't afford, because, you run out of skincare, you have to rebuy it every couple of months. I can't afford to drop, $400 or $500 on a skincare regimen every 3 months right now. I mean, that's just the facts of life. Mama ain't got it like that. So anyway, but it's her under eye, like, serum or whatever. It's like in a squeezy tube, and it was $100 at Sephora. I've never tried it, but I've always wanted to. But then they have it, and it was also $57.99. But I saw, like they have my Clinique moisturizer, the Moisture Surge Intense. They don't have the big jar that I get. Like, I get the big jar, which was supposedly limited edition, but, I mean, that's like the third or fourth time that I've purchased that jar alone, from Sephora, so that really doesn't mean anything. Which is it's not, like, huge. This is what it is, and you can see I'm kind of needing another one. But I think it's like 2.5 ounces, and they just have the regular size at Costco, which is the 1.7 ounce, and it's $25. This is $52 for 2.5. So, I mean, either way, the Clinique is not a bad, I mean, even if they didn't have this at Costco, for cheaper or whatever, I would still, I mean, the Clinique's not bad. But yeah, and it's just like a thick, you can see how low I am on it. So I saw that there. They had some other Clinique products. They had, which I don't wear a lot of Clinique. Like, that's really the only Clinique skincare item that I use. But my mom wears Clinique, Clinique well, actually, she wears, like, Clinique makeup as well. I do not. It's just not, it's never been really appealing to me. Okay, but, like, they had Clarins, Bobbi Brown, and then, I mean, so then I just kind of went on a rampage, and I was just, like, checking out everything. Well, I have the, T3 Featherweight 2 Luxe, or whatever. It's the, white and rose gold hair dryer, and if I'm not mistaken, it's, like, $200 or $250 at Sephora. Corey got it for me for Christmas, like, 2 years ago, I think, or around the time that they were having, like, the Sephora VIB sale, which they do, like, in April and November every year. So he did get a discount on it. It was like, 15% is what it was. So, he didn't pay quite that much, but either way, it was $89 at Costco. $89. Are you freaking kidding me? Really? So I'm just kind of hyped. Like, I'm just like, dang, Costco, going with your bad stuff. I did not expect y'all to be having nothing like this up in your beauty department, So I'm pretty excited. About to go to Sephora. I'm about to go to Costco right now. actually. I don't think that they sell that stuff in the store because I mean I have browsed my Costco pretty hard before, and I've never seen like makeup in there. They also on Costco's website sell. I mean they sell all kind of stuff. They sell caskets and like vacation packages and things like that. I mean they just sell. I mean they sell all kind of crap. But also, what else, what was I just about to say? No, I don't see. I'm all flustered and excited. Because talk about makeup. Especially talking about buying makeup and saving money at the same damn time. I'm about that life. I'm about it. Oh, they had Kate Spade bags. Which I don't need another bag. Plus, I'm not too good. Like, I have a few Michael Kors bags. And, like, I got the first one. I think I was pregnant with Jackson. When I got my first Michael Kors, I believe. Or maybe it was like right after him. I don't know. But I never carry it because I always carried a diaper bag. Well, then I got another one like last year, like a brown one last year. And I never wear that one. I mean, or I never carry it because like I always have a backpack or I always have Jackson. I don't carry it. I keep a diaper bag in the truck, but I don't actually physically carry a diaper bag with me anymore. And it's like a habit that I can't seem to get back into almost for some reason. But I need to. So, I mean, but anyway, until that happens, before I start carrying, what expensive, purchase that I already have, there's no reason for me to be interested in a bag. But I was pretty excited that they would sell Kate Spade. They were pretty cute. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, if you're a member of Costco, and you've been living in the dark, because I mean I just now registered like I said, we've been a member at Costco since like February, March, something like that this year. I think March because our Sam's Club membership ended in February, I believe. And we were just kind of wanting something different. And I do like Costco, but don't worry, we're going to blend that out. I do like Costco better than, I do like Costco better than Sam's Club. Anyway, so, yeah. So that's a tip for you. If you into high-end stuff like that, check Costco. I mean, like I said, they didn't have like a whole ton. They had a lot of Shiseido. And unfortunately, I did not see my eye cream because I do use, or I alternate between using the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol eye cream. But I also still use my Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Resist 24 eye cream. And I saw a lot of that line, like the Benefiance, I guess is how you say it, I'm pretty sure. I saw a lot of that line, but I did not specifically see my eye cream on there, so I have to take a little bit of a better look. So yeah, if you like stuff like that. Oh, I did see MAC also. They had a good amount of MAC. Not like, no, I guess I shouldn't say a good amount of MAC. They had some, like they had the MAC strobe cream, which is really the only thing that I saw that I was interested in. I wish they carried the extended play Giga Black Lash. Oh my gosh, I wish they would freaking sell that. Because, I mean, that's pretty cheap anyway. It's like 16, 17 bucks. So it would be like drugstore price at Costco probably. But, yeah, I was rather impressed. I am now very excited about the fact that I have a Costco membership, even more so than I was before. Alright. Speaking of MAC, I think I'm going to use this. I haven't used this in a while. This is the MAC Extra, wait a minute, Soft and General Mineralized Skin Finish. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. And I think probably before we go to Costco, actually, we haven't talked about it too much today, but we are looking into getting a dog for our child. All Jackson does is talk about puppies constantly. Puppies. And I mean, I've been asking my husband for a dog since before we got engaged, like when we started living together, which was not too shortly before we were engaged. It was kind of actually kind of simultaneously happened, like engagement and living together. But anyway, so yeah, but the dog that I wanted, he never really wanted to pay for because I want a bulldog. Like we have a bulldog. Let me see. I have a picture back here on my vanity of her actually. It's old and you can tell it's been like on my board. This is our Zoe. Oh my goodness. Or I say our. I mean, I was 15. I think I was in a sophomore in high school when we got Zoe. She is still alive. She will be 14 this October, October 28th. Oh, I'm a baby, my little Halloween baby. So yeah, that's our Zoe. And she still lives with my mom, and you know, my mom was not about to, well, me and my brother moved out, but the dog wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of the situation that was. So, but I love, like I always want, before we had Zoe, I used to dream of having a bulldog. I always wanted a bulldog. I had a stuffed bulldog that I carried with, like I slept with him. And I mean, whenever I would go spend the night with my grandparents, I would take him with me. He was like one of those TY, like the Beanie Baby, but he wasn't a Beanie Baby. I think they called him like a Beanie Buddy, like the bigger like stuffed animal sized ones that they had, like, which I was a huge collector back in the day. I was one of them kids, faux show. But yeah, so, and then we finally got her, and I was, like I said, I was a sophomore in high school, December 15th, 2004, maybe that's when we got her, I think. I could be a little wrong on that year, but yeah. Okay, moving on to I. See, I'm all distracted and just all over the place. Jackson is mad at his daddy, so Lord only knows what now. I can hear him in the other room. So I'm sorry if you can hear him too. And speaking of little Jackson, look what little Jackson decided to get into. Thank you, Jax. Appreciate that. God bless. My child is a troublemaker, but I love him so much. He's so sweet. He's been having like a lot of sleep problems, Jackson has, and like he always comes in like in the middle of the night or like early morning hours, like, you know, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. He comes and gets in our bed, and instead of what he used to do when he was younger and did that, because he hasn't done it in a while, but it, like I said, I think I've maybe mentioned it in a previous video, that it seems about every year when it gets around his birthday, he kind of goes through like a sleep regression, and he's kind of struggling with that right now, and we're all struggling with that right now. So, but like before, whenever he would come and get in our bed with us, he would obviously always like climb up, like have a cedar chest at the end of our bed, because we old school and all that jazz. But he would climb up on the cedar chest and then make his way up the bed, and he would always lay down between my husband and I. That's his spot. You know, it's never been any different than that. Oh no, these days, Jackson doesn't do that. Jackson comes to my side of the bed and climbs up in the bed so that I'm in the middle of my husband and my son. But then you're like trapped. You know, when you're the person in the middle, rolling over is so freaking difficult. Especially when one of them people is like a, you know, a little baby. I don't want to squish him. So I had to lay in the same position for like hours and hours and hours on end. And, you know, I already have a bad back, which I'm kind of annoyed with because, I mean, you know, this whole opiate thing is, you know, this whole opiate epidemic going around the country. It's hard enough for me. Like, I don't want to take pills just because I just want my back to be fixed and let me live my life, and that's the end of it. We're not going to talk about it anymore. But apparently I'm getting checked up on. But apparently, no, I have no idea what I was going to say. It doesn't even matter. But no, yeah, okay. So it's hard enough for me to get my hands on, to convince my doctor to give me medicine. I mean, they know my back is messed up, but it seems like I got the runaround when I was trying to get medicine earlier this week. And, I mean, I don't want to be on them anyway because, I mean, I know that people become addicted. Even people who, like myself, will sit here and say to you, "I don't even want to be on pills. I just want my back to be fixed. My pain injection appointment has still yet to be." I'm really kind of frustrated with my doctor's office because it's yet to be even scheduled, and it's just annoying as hell. But yeah. So, and plus, I mean, my father. Here's a little secret for you. Um, my father was a heroin addict. He also smoked crack. I haven't seen my father in pretty much 11 and a half years now. February 13th, 2006 is the last time that I saw my father. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've talked to him since then. Very rarely do I talk to him. But, and obviously I don't want to get addicted to opiates. I don't want to I don't think that I ever would, just knowing, like, how that's affected me and how that has affected my brother and my mother and, what that meant for us, in our life. So, I just would never put my child through that. And I know, I'm not trying to bash addiction or anything like that, but, I mean, when you're the person that's on the other side of it, when you love someone, and I still to this day, and people don't understand it. I think my mother understands it. My brother does not understand it. My, other family members of ours don't understand it. And so you can tell I'm kind of getting choked up a little bit. But I will always love my father. I mean, that's just the way that it is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to sit here and cry. So yeah, I don't ever want to put myself in the position to do something like that to my son. So I don't really like being on painkillers or anything like that for my back. I'd rather it just get fixed and have my pain injection. Plus, like I said, trying to even get the pain pills anyway is such a pain in the butt because of this whole epidemic that's going around. And I mean, I constantly see people who have overdosed. Unfortunately, a guy that went to high school with my brother, lost his battle with addiction last year, I believe, and he had children, and that's a very, very scary, and that's a very, very sad thing for anyone to go through at all. So I mean, if you have an addiction problem, I urge you to get help. If you love someone who is addicted to anything, like, especially opiates, with this horrible crap going around where people are just dying left and right, like, High Point, which is a nearby city to Greensboro, there's been quite a number of deaths by, heroin and opiate overdose. And I'm sure wherever you live in this part of it, because it's not just here in North Carolina, it's it's everywhere. But I urge you to, to seek out help and get the help that you need so that you can have a wonderful life, and so you don't hurt the people who love you, and you don't hurt yourself and things like that. But it's definitely no joke. So I don't feel comfortable being on pain meds, but at the same time, until I get these, like, pain injections, like the steroid injections into my spine, like, this is the only way that I can get through life right now, Like, this is just kind of the way that it has to be. Because I have a 3-year-old, I have a house to take care of, I have a life, I have things that I have to do around the house, and, I can't, like, the pain in my back was bearable, for a while. Like, I could still, because I've been dealing with this since January, but it's gotten to the point where it hurts more in my leg than it does in my back, which is really weird. So yeah. Uh, because it like puts my leg to sleep. Or it's kind of like where if you sit in a chair or like on the toilet for too long, and you're sitting like uncomfortably or something, how like your leg will go to sleep, but it's not like a sleep. It's like achy because the circulation has gotten like pinched or like cut off in your leg, so it's like throbbing in pain, but at the same time it's kind of asleep until you get up and you walk around and walk it off and get the circulation pumping back in your leg again. That's kind of how my leg feels because of I have a disc pressing on the nerve as well as like a pinch in my spinal cord. Um, and like it makes my leg feel like that all the time, constantly, and like it's almost so excruciating in my leg that like I mean sometimes I was almost in tears the other morning on the phone with the doctor's office, like, you guys have got to give me something. I can't even no position is comfortable. Sitting, laying, standing, nothing makes the pain go away at all. It just continues to get worse and worse throughout the day. And my son was really wanting me to play on the floor with him, and I mean I lasted like 5 minutes and that was it. I couldn't sit down there anymore. I had to get up. So yeah. And my mama is doing so good. I don't know if I've talked to you about this on my channel yet or not, but my mama is doing so good. She had bariatric surgery. She had the sleeve. Um, is it bariatric? Did I just say that? Or is that an old people term? No, that's geriatric. Never mind. It was bariatric surgery on the 18th of July. She had the sleeve done. She had, just like with anything, this is a huge, huge, huge change to her life. But this is what I don't think she necessarily like wanted it in the sense that, she doesn't, it's not an easy thing to live with. It's not an easy decision to make because of the drastic, not only changes to your body. I mean, I think that she looks forward to the changes in her body for certain, as most heavier people probably would feel. But also because I mean, she can't have anything with bubbles in it ever again. Or I don't know, maybe down the road, maybe she could. I don't really know how it works. But, she can't drink through a straw. And, I mean, it's just a very, very dramatic lifestyle change. But she is doing so good. And I'm so happy for her. And now this just gives me even more motivation to continue to lose weight. Because while I am comfortable, I've kind of at a place in my life, I was telling my husband, where I kind of, I've embraced what I look like. Yes, I'm a plus size woman. I have been a plus size woman my entire life. I have never been anything other than chunky. Like, that's it. But I have, lost weight recently. I put on some as well. Things got a little out of control around my son's birthday, and I have a killer sweet tooth, and we ain't gonna talk about it, but, so yeah. She's doing really, really well, though. She is. I'm very happy for her. I think she said she loses about 2 pounds a day, which will probably only increase. I mean, she just had it done on the 18th, so she's just now getting to where she can have like hard food or chewable food, or she was on a liquid diet for the first 2 weeks after her surgery, and it's been a little bit more than 2 weeks. I think she's been, I mean, like the other day she told me she was eating like a hard-boiled egg or something like that, so it's still a little soft, but not, nothing too much for her. And she and my stepdad, a lot of times I do refer to them as my parents. Since I was just talking about the fact that I haven't seen my father and all of that, I didn't want you guys to get confused. But they're going to Hawaii in a few weeks, which I'm excited for them and very, very jealous. So yeah. Well, that's just about it. I'm sorry that was like a random, all over the place kind of video. You know, it happens sometimes, I guess. I guess it happens all the time with me. I don't know. I'll try to maybe edit some of that crying out, because I know that probably makes people feel make me feel uncomfortable, but, you know, it's just a touchy subject, and, I mean, I know it's such an epidemic for everyone, not to really delve into it again, because I don't want to get upset again, but I know that, you know, it's an epidemic across this country, and there are so many people out there not only battling addiction, but also battling what it feels like and what it's like to love someone who is addicted to drugs. And it is a very hard, you know, like we always think about that person and what they must go through. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty intense. But you never really stop to consider the family that's behind that person. Especially if it's not the kind of family that has, you know, told them to F off or something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm gonna have to clean up my mascara when I'm done. But I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And I'm gonna try to get up my Nordstrom haul because I didn't put it up yet. I've been kind of bad about that. I've been a little lazy about uploading my videos because I'm pretty positive that the Nordstrom anniversary sale ends today, August 6th. I almost said 16th. It's not the 16th. It ends August 6th, and today is August 6th. So, yeah. And I think I'm going to order the Dior Dream Skin set. It is such a good deal. Like, I mean, you'd be stupid to pass it up. So, I think I'm going to order that today before it ends, before it goes away. And I think that'll be it for a couple weeks. So, yeah. Let me make sure I don't look half bad. Well, that is it for today. Hold on. I will actually stand up and show you guys what because I'm going to try to start doing, like, outfit of the day. And I will have a Torrid haul and try on coming up soon on my channel. So I kind of wanted to put a few things out there first before, you know, just to get some feedback from you guys to let you know, so you can tell me what you think about doing something like that. Like, yeah, we want to see it, or no, we don't really care about what you bought at Torrid, kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderfully fabulous weekend. We're gonna go look at some puppies today. Look and see adopting one. See if we can find our perfect puppy. We looked yesterday. We did not find one, and that's okay. It takes time. I don't want to just, I mean, walk into a store and come out with a dog. That's a pretty big responsibility. You don't just do that. You gotta do some homework and stuff first. So, yeah. All right, let me stand up real quick, and hopefully, let's see here. All right. So hopefully you guys can see me. So this is a like floral baby doll top that I got from Torrid earlier this year. They may still have it like on clearance or something. I don't know. It has like this rope, you know, like detail right here. It's pretty standard. And then like my jeans are from, don't mind my vacuum cleaner back here. We vacuum a lot in this house. My jeans are also, like, I think these are the medium wash jeggings from Torrid, and everything else is none of your business that you can't see. Oh, and I do, in case anybody was wondering, it's like an elephant. It's like I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. The mommy is the gold, like the white gold. Her ear has black diamonds, and then the little baby here is yellow gold, and my stepdad gave that to me for my graduation from college the first time. So, yeah, anyway, that's it. And if you have any questions, I'll try to maybe find this shirt if you guys are interested in it. And maybe link it down below or something, but I don't even know if Torrid has it anymore. And they definitely have the jeggings. I was on there this morning and I saw that they had them. So, yes, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.